Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Sky River RV Show has begun. In our last segment, we took Adam on a test drive across country with an idea in mind that we were going on a long road trip and staying on the road and traveling, going to golf courses and such things as that. So that was what that show was about, and we were teaching Adam how to drive one of these big rigs. And we know that these are, Ventana by Newmar is not the least expensive motor coach. It is one of the finest made motor coaches. There is a difference. But I want to give you a cross comparison. I want to give you an idea about why maybe that's too big. Why we can choose something that's smaller, less expensive, but just as functional from a different perspective. Because a Navion or a Road Trek or a Pleasureway or a Winnebago small coach of some kind or other, an Airstream, they fit a certain niche for the same kind of customer that travels differently and sees the process differently and maybe is a little older like me. So I've graduated from big motorhomes like that to big fifth wheels, to travel trailers, to what are considered to be B vans or B plus vans. This is a Pleasureway, and this is that wonderful big old W Winnebago. Both of them on the Mercedes-Benz diesel chassis. Good fuel economy, wonderful to drive. You could, if you chose, tow a car. But it's really designed so you don't have to tow a car. So my van, I happen to have one that's the same company as this. And we can pull into the grocery store parking lot, park just like we were driving our car. As a matter of fact, we can replace a car with the van and go in and get a quart of milk and throw it in the fridge and off we go again. So you can drive it like your daily driver if you chose. Or you can just keep it as your RV, but you don't have to tow a car. So the cost comparisons become quite dramatic. You lose space, but you gain comfort, you gain ease of driving. Many folks, men and women alike, don't like driving something big. We're used to our Prius, or we're used to our Toyota van. Well, then these become much more functional. They give you a sense of small and yet dependable and reliable and constant and easy to drive. And you can drive it in windy conditions. You can drive it 70 miles an hour on the roads in Arizona with no problem. And at the same time, understand that this coach is not a coach where you go into an RV park and park it and stay for a week. Because you're going to have to be outside a great deal. There's not a great deal of room in here. But you are RVing, so you're wanting to live outside to some degree anyway. So you have to kind of think about who you are. Are you an outdoors person? Or are you more of an indoors person and trying to tune in your satellite TV? So our job for Tracy and I is to help you understand which direction to go. We get asked these questions all the time. And because of the show we did with Adam, I thought that this is a good opportunity to do that.
What kind of vacation is dog-friendly, kid-friendly, and wallet-friendly? How about going camping in an RV from Sky River RV? At Sky River RV, you'll find the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motor coaches at the best price. You'll also find a complete parts department and service department staffed by certified technicians. You'll find fair prices on the best names in the RV industry. Sky River RV, helping you make memories one adventure at a time. Newmar is considered to be one of the best Class A motorhome manufacturers in the country. For nearly 50 years, Newmar has chosen to lead rather than follow, and Sky River RV in Paso Robles is proud to be the exclusive Newmar dealer on the Central Coast, carrying an incredible selection of Newmar luxury Class A diesel and gas motorhomes. If you are considering a Class A coach, come to Sky River RV in Paso Robles and experience the Newmar difference. The days are getting shorter, and between your work and the kids being back in school, it probably feels like there's a lot less family time. A great way to get the family together is to go camping in an RV from Sky River RV. We carry the best selection of trailers and motor coaches on the Central Coast, and we have the top brands and offer the widest variety of floor plans with prices for every budget. Don't let the precious time you have with your family slip by. Go camping in a trailer or motorhome from Sky River RV.
Here we are in this beautiful Winnebago. Let me close the door here. Whoop. When you close it all the way, it works better. Okay, this is a compromise. This is a balance between big and small. And yet it stays small. It's only 24 feet by close to 8 feet. It is less expensive than smaller ones and vastly less expensive than the big ones. You have storage up here, or you can put the ladder on and you can swing this over and you have good sleeping quarters. The chairs turn around, so you have working space, living space. You have TV up on here so that when you're sitting and relaxing, you've got the whole view. These tables, these holes, are set up for tables. So depending on if you turn these chairs around or if you're sitting here to eat, you have an opportunity to put tables wherever you want to. They store easily, they get out of the way, and so you have walking space. It has a slide out, which is what I'm sitting in. And when the slide out is in, this piece comes into about where my foot is. So you'll have a whole hallway to go past, right? Diesel, Mercedes, you don't have to change the oil till 20 some odd thousand miles. Good fuel efficiency. Because of the height of this, I'd say this probably gets 15, 16 miles to the gallon if you keep your, speed down to a reasonable amount of speed. Okay, nice little cabinetry with actually a latch on it to hold it closed so when you're going down the road. So you have additional storage that a smaller van wouldn't have, that the bigger motorhome like Adam drove would have. And remember, you've got lots of storage here if you're not using this for sleeping. And it's easier to get in and out with that folded forward. So that's kind of nice. You can see the ladder is tucked away, doesn't take up any space. You can close the blinds for privacy. The TV comes out and swings around depending on where you're sitting. A double sink. A 2-burner stove. Excuse me. A convection microwave oven. You can see good standing room. And in the B vans, the downside to mine is the bathroom is small, and I'm being nice. It's very, very small. You can use it, you can function in it, you can take a shower if you're really careful, but this shower is actually quite functional. We'll get to it here in a minute. But you can actually, it has its own sink, it has its own toilet, has a shower over here. Nice fridge. More storage, more cabinetry. Now, we're getting back into the bedroom area, which most people are confused by. I'm fairly tall. We have a dog. So I sleep this way, My head up there, my feet down here, and my wife on this other side. And there's storage space for your glasses, for your phone, for that kind of stuff in between. Or you can put another cushion there. And this cushion actually goes here, where I'm standing. So now you have a giant bed that the dog can roam around on, or if you have a small child or something like that, or a grandchild that's visiting or something like that, you have all this space available. Or you break it into individual pieces depending on how you sleep and what the conditions are and how difficult it is to use. This way it can be made up all the time, and that's kind of how we do it. We have these beds made all the time, so at the end of the day, when it's time to go to bed, you just undress and you hop into bed because it's already made up. You don't have to break it down, you don't have to put it together, you don't have to do any of those things. It's very similar to the big motorhome where you have a bedroom, right? But you have these other options just in case you choose to. So they're trying to give you as many possibilities as humanly possible. Another TV back here, so you could have your own space. Every different kind of option possible. And it's modestly priced. And you can tow a car behind it, and you can park it in the parking lot of the grocery store if you want to. You just have to be a little bit careful because it's a little bit wider than the regular van. Okay? Are you with me? Okay, why don't we take a look into the bathroom, and I'll get out of the way so that Tracy can go in and show you the bathroom. So you have a 60-inch shower, a real shower, just like in any other home or in your big motorhome. Lays out really well. A separate sink so you don't have to wash your hands in the kitchen. You can wash your hands in the bathroom. A nice medicine cabinet and a porcelain toilet. All within easy reach. It's available to you anytime you're going down the road because the walkway is always open when you're driving. Okay, so this is really nicely laid out, and you can see that you have hooks to hang your towels. And so this area is really beautifully laid out. This is a padded ceiling to reflect noise and to absorb noise, so it's quite quiet in here. The diesels of today are very, very quiet compared to what they used to be once upon a time. And they don't smell and they don't do all those kinds of things that you might think. It really works well. Okay, so small, convenient, easy, comfortable to drive. You can drive 70 miles an hour on Highway 5 and nobody's going to run you over because you're going along with everybody else. It is simple, it is fun, it is complete. And it's roomy, and you can pass each other in the hallway. You have a real bathroom. It's got all of it going for you. Winnebago, because it's a very large company, it's been in business longer than any other motor company, and because of how they build things, whether it's furniture or windows, they do their own manufacturing, and they create these really fine coaches for less money than what the competition could possibly do. That's the advantage to a Winnebago product. They stand behind it, they're there forever, and they're less expensive than you would think. Okay.
Newmar is considered to be one of the best Class A motorhome manufacturers in the country. For nearly 50 years, Newmar has chosen to lead rather than follow, and Sky River RV in Paso Robles is proud to be the exclusive Newmar dealer on the Central Coast, carrying an incredible selection of Newmar luxury Class A diesel and gas motorhomes. If you are considering a Class A coach, come to Sky River RV in Paso Robles and experience the Newmar difference. For many of us, camping was a great memory made with our families while growing up. Wouldn't it be great to make some fireside memories of your own with your family? At Sky River RV, we enjoy helping families find the perfect RV for their nights under the stars. We carry the top brands and offer the widest variety of floor plans with unbeatable prices. Don't let the precious time you have with your family slip by. Sky River RV, helping you make memories one adventure at a time.
And by the way, convenient and easy steps, as you can see. Even this old man can go in and out pretty darn easily. You push a button, the awning comes out. This is the painted coach. It doesn't have striping on it. Winnebago builds a fine product for less money. Okay, we'll draw a line. This is a Pleasure Way. Pleasure Way is a company that builds a Highline B or B plus van, same motor, same transmission, same everything as this guy over here. All those things are the same, except for the Pleasure Way van, as you can see, is not quite as tall. So you're going to get a little bit better fuel economy. Other than that, not too much difference as far as the chassis is concerned. Now, the looks of the coach is, for some people's eye, a little bit more desirable. It looks a little bit more Highline, if you will. And the way it's built, in a small factory in Saskatoon, actually, that's in Canada, they build far, far, far less coaches. They are much more meticulous about how they do things because they are a singly owned company. They're not a big corporate structure. So they build these things kind of with the individual in mind, similar to what Airstream would do. The design is clean, it's beautiful, the woods are terrific, they're bright and alive, and this coach is the same width as the Winnebago next door and 2 feet shorter in length. So now this is a standard pickup length, where the other one was a couple of feet longer. But if you come inside and take a look, you lose space, but you gain some style and some class and some ease. Come on in, let's take a look. Okay, Pleasure Way. Now, there's lots of places to start, but look at this beautiful wood. There's a step right there. They have thought ahead as you travel down the road. Now you're not going to step down in that hole and fall through it. And it's very nicely laid out. I mean, this is, you need touch of vision. You need smell of vision. This is really beautifully done all the way around. Cabinetry, smaller, less frequent than the Winnebago. I'll put this back up for now. By the way, magnet holds it on the wall. Beautiful. Turn around. Nice big storage up above, but no sleeping. If you touch the leather, you'd know this is a very high quality coach. A very nicely built couch, for which actually flops down. You have storage underneath behind it. These arms come off, and behind this flop down couch is a Murphy bed. That's using space really beautifully. It locks into place, it pulls down with these handles, and now you have a Murphy bed. Downside, you have to make the bed every day. Upside, it gets out of the way when you're not using it. So you can sit and watch your television and enjoy this beautiful coach. Everything about this coach is designed for your convenience. It has, for a very small coach, a much bigger bathroom than mine does. Almost the same size as the Navion next door. But you're talking about Corian, you're talking about, look at this, look at these shapes. that are just beautifully sanded off. I mean, this is really a nicely done coach. It's smaller, it's more expensive, but not so much more expensive than the fact is you don't have to tow a car if you don't choose to. You can use this as your daily driver. You can use this like your car. Nice little step here, storage, but not so much. This is a really fine coach. I'm going to go into the bathroom here. Okay, so again, Corey encounters a really big TV, storage space, small but very functional. Everything right, easy to get to. Your DVD player, more storage down below. Look at the shapes, look at the design. Microwave convection, a Dometic, beautiful European style refrigerator. I just think this is so well laid out. You're not in the living space, now you're in the kitchen space, and you're not getting in each other's way. That's a really big deal, particularly if the Murphy bed happens to be down. The bathroom, because it's across the rear, I'll show you in just a second, makes it really wonderful and easy to get to. Nice 2-burner stove, Moen faucet. I mean, this is a really nice coach. So you can see the glass with the light reflecting through the bathroom. And voila, a beautiful door, porcelain toilet, and a sink in the bathroom with beautiful mirrors and lots of storage space, and a step-in shower that's worthy of a regular home. I mean, wow. Because these people have the opportunity and the time to be able to build this coach the way they want to and put a little extra flair into it. And you're not going to see one everywhere. This is a really nicely built coach with the same Mercedes chassis and transmission and all those kinds of things. So it's easy to service. It is a really fine coach. Side by side, our store with Airstreams next to that. So you have a variety of choices in the small, and then you have a huge variety in the larger stuff as well. There's no other company that has that kind of stuff. We don't go crazy about the fact that we can jump up and down. We go crazy about the fact that you can come and pick out the coach you want, and then we'll help you buy it.
The days are getting shorter, and between your work and the kids being back in school, it probably feels like there's a lot less family time. A great way to get the family together is to go camping in an RV from Sky River RV. We carry the best selection of trailers and motor coaches on the Central Coast, and we have the top brands and offer the widest variety of floor plans with prices for every budget. Don't let the precious time you have with your family slip by. Go camping in a trailer or motorhome from Sky River RV. Good afternoon, Tracy Pierce here at Sky River RV. I have been on that side of the camera for over 5 years, and I thought I knew everything about RVs after listening to Michael Beardsley. I was fortunate enough over the last, I'd say, couple of months ago to get an invitation to come and find out a little more by doing some sales here on the sales floor. And let me tell you what an experience that has been. I thought I knew a lot. Now I think I know a little more. And the point I want to talk about today, Michael and I were discussing the differences between the buyers that have come in and look at the Class A, or maybe the buyers that want to talk about a Class B, and in between. And one thing that we discovered was a lot of times folks that come in here aren't 100% sure what they're looking for. So we want to tell you, when you come to Sky River RV, we'd like to talk to you, ask you just a few questions to find out what it is you're going to be doing when you go RVing. And based on that information, we're going to show you what we think is best for you at that point. And you can step into, like, let's say a B van, this Airstream B van, and figure out if that's a good fit. You'll immediately know. If you get in there and it just feels a little claustrophobic, you'll say, Tracy, that's a little small. Is there something we can go up to? Absolutely. We'll talk about the C-Class motorized RVs on the other side and absolutely take you through a tour of those and show you the features and benefits. Maybe you don't need a motorized, maybe a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. We'll discuss that. We're going to help you find those details to get you where you want to be with you and your family, or if you're camping by yourself, or maybe it's just a couple. Whatever it is, we're going to help you here at Sky River RV, and that's what these sales individuals, they specialize in finding out what your needs are. And then once you get that RV from Sky River RV, you're part of the family. You can give us a call. We'll answer the questions that we can answer. If we can't, I'm sure the service and parts department can help you out, but we're here to help you. Your entire experience is going to be even better coming to Sky River RV. But we want to thank you again for tuning into the show, and we look forward to even showing you the very best of the latest and greatest of the RVs that come into the industry, because we're going to get them right here at Sky River RV. Newmar is considered to be one of the best Class A motorhome manufacturers in the country. For nearly 50 years, Newmar has chosen to lead rather than follow, and Sky River RV in Paso Robles is proud to be the exclusive Newmar dealer on the Central Coast, carrying an incredible selection of Newmar luxury Class A diesel and gas motorhomes. If you are considering a Class A coach, come to Sky River RV in Paso Robles and experience the Newmar difference.
A great coach. I'm going to walk to the front and then I'm going to walk to the back. You can see it's sticking out into the road about the same distance. So you can see the asphalt here. It's just about exactly the same. Come on around the back. So I'm trying to make a point here about its size. I know my wife is very sensitive to length and size. So this width-wise is about pretty close to 8 feet, I would guess. 7'6" or 7'7". You can see that it doesn't stick out quite as far, because this is 24 feet and that's 22 feet. The width is the same, except this one has a ladder. But other than that, the width is the same, the backup cameras are the same. If you're really sensitive to the length for some reason or other, that's a wonderful way to go. If you want a little bit more usable space, function so you can get past one another, that you can have your separate quarters if you ever happen to have a disagreement, God forbid. But just in case, this is the way to go. And remember that this is less expensive than this. But here you have an exclusively almost hand-built coach versus a factory-built coach. Now those are slight exaggerations, but nevertheless, you get a sense of it when you look at it and you look at the paint job and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to walk over this direction just for a minute and walk over to an Airstream Interstate, which is the next size down van. And because of their differences in sizes, you think that the smaller is less expensive, and it's not. Think of a computer or anything else. The very, very small things are more expensive because of the technology to build them. Okay, so for today's show, we'll wrap it up here, reminding you that if you want choice, and you want quality, and you want service, there's only one company with 3 locations, Sky River RV. We'll see you next time.